Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of July's monthly vlog. I really hope that you have been enjoying part 1 so far. I've had some lovely comments, which has been really nice. I'm currently sitting on a very thin gap like this, so it's quite uncomfortable. But it was natural daylight, so that's why I'm sitting here. Today is the 18th of July. I haven't filmed the last couple of days. Just had some chill days. Chill days. I was back to work with the restaurant being open on Thursday and Friday, which is why I didn't film on those days. It went relatively okay, I think. Definitely more staff are needed for the way that things need to be run, but we do not have the staff, which is basically standard for the company in general, so not really surprised. I think as time goes on and obviously the staff and of course the customers get used to all the changes that are in place, things will run more smoothly as of course time goes on. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about work. I'm here to show you a couple of items that I purchased. This first one arrived last week. I just forgot to show it. And it's this gorgeous Primark Disney Mickey Home tea light holder. And the seller even sellotaped these in. And it's so subtle. It's got this nice marble effect. And a little Mickey head in the O, which I think is really, really cute. I don't quite know where I'm going to put it though. So yeah, there's that. The second item is one of two things I purchased from a Primark Facebook group. And I'm only going to show you one of them because I need to keep some things for the next Disney haul, whenever that may be. And I got the Mulan mug because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. What? That's lovely. And as soon as I mention him, he wakes up a little bit. Haven't you, darling? I tried to move the scissors before, but he actually had his claws hooked round. Oh, he had his claws hooked round that, but now I can move them all the way. You can't use scissors, you have no thumbs. You look so disappointed. But it looks comfy in the corner. Morning. I'll apologise for the tired face. Oh look, Ollie's come to see us. It's the start of a brand new week and I'm off on a Monday. This never happened before lockdown. I was never ever off on a Monday, but I'm off on a Monday. We're currently just doing 4 days a week, which is more than okay by me. And I have the hob on downstairs. I'm going to have some poached egg on toast with some mushrooms. I was going to have cereal, but there's literally like the tiniest drop of milk left, so that's not going to happen. Today, I think I'm going to go to Carlisle. I've kept saying that I don't want to go, but I'm going crazy in the house, and I haven't been any further than Annan twice since March. Like, I've been to Annan twice throughout between March and now, but that's it. And only when I was allowed to go through. And the shops are open everywhere now. I'm going to take my mask. It's not mandatory in England just yet, but I think it is from this coming Friday, actually. I will still take mine because I have to wear it on the train anyway, so hopefully it'll be okay. I'll share my experience. And yeah, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm hoping it's going to be quiet. And Primark better have some stuff in because it's basically the only reason I'm going through. Okay, so as I expected, I am the only person at the train station. It was literally raining about 5 minutes ago and now it's sunshine. But I'm going to show you what the train station has in place for social distancing, if you're interested. This is the shelter. They have one on each side of the platform. There's no social distancing in place in this, but you basically just have this little ledge to sit on anyways. But along here, you've got information about changes to services because of COVID, the 5 rules for travel. This is just about the station, but isn't very much at all. They've then blocked off this bench, or tried to block it off. This one's available to sit on. You do have this here about keeping the distance. This was for when Gretna and the Annan area had a little cluster of cases. As you can see, the dates were from Thursday to Monday. You weren't allowed to travel out with 5 miles. That really does need taken down. And then you've just got about keeping distance here. So they have put up little signs, especially there's another couple of the little keep your distance ones over there as well. And they are scattered all across the fences if you can see them. Welcome to the living room. I don't usually film in here, but Laura is at work. And the living room's actually Laura's because I have the third bedroom upstairs, the Disney room. Some people find it strange, but it works for us. As you can see over here, oh, there's Ollie. Laura brought this unit downstairs last night and she wanted a couple of little homey bits for it. And I bought these candles for display, £1 and £2. I thought they'd look really nice. And I also bought this little plant, which in hindsight might look better in the kitchen, but if she wants to use it in here, she can. And this was only £2.50. It's light as a feather and it's plastic, but it's great. Also went to Home Bargains, got some food and freezer bags and these foot packs. These were a fab idea from Sally Crystal when I watched one of her videos about Disneyland Paris. And I normally take these to Disneyland Paris. I normally wear one the night before I fly because I'm normally in a hotel the night before, and then halfway through the trip because it's a little pick-me-up for your feet. And these are only 89p each and it's great. So thank you so much, Sally. I will also leave Sally's YouTube linked down below as well because it's great. So thank you. Bought a couple of other bits, but it's like cling film. I did also buy more in Primark, but you will see that in a Primark haul, which will already be up, and I'll leave it linked down below if you haven't checked it out. Feel free to. My thoughts on Carlisle are, because I need to tell you, don't I? I've been, and I don't want to go back anytime soon. I found it quite stressful. I know my limits, and my anxiety was okay, but as I was on the train home, I was kind of like, okay, breathe, and I'm really happy to be going home. The trains, though, were absolutely fantastic because you have to wear face coverings on trains in England and Scotland, which is great. And you're not allowed to take it off until you actually leave the train station. So even once you're off the train, you have to leave it on until you leave the station. The station also had an entrance and an exit because normally it was just like... What they're using now is the main entrance was also the exit as well, whereas now it's separate. You've got the entrance and you've got an exit. The shops were pretty good. Clinton's, I would say, was one of the best ones because they had a one-way system. All the shops had hand sanitizers in them. Primark's were automated. But for Primark, there was too many people in the store. To me, they were letting too many people in. I felt really crowded and I couldn't go down an aisle to look at something like socks because there was somebody in the middle of it, and because they're so narrow, I don't want to squeeze past somebody. So I just had to wander off and then go back. And it's when people are touching everything, like she was literally going like this through pajamas, and I'm like, you're touching everything. So that's my little rant about that. I've just filmed a Primark haul, which will be up on the channel by now, and I actually set up this so I could take a lovely little photo of my Minnie Mouse plush for Instagram. And I've come through, and somebody has ruined my display. Ollie. Ugh. Hello? You've ruined my display, wee man. That's your tail. Where are you? Strange places that Ollie likes to go under. Number 2 of the day is the curtain at the top of the stairs. And this is what it looks like behind it. All sleepy. I've actually just popped to the shop and he's never moved. So Wednesday is coming to an end, and I'm going to show you what I've done in my room. I moved my canvases that I did have all above the bed. I had 2 Disney ones and one of Ollie, and I've changed it around. So I'll show you what I've done. The one of Ollie I've moved above my TV. I'm currently still watching Bob's Burgers. We're now on series 3, episode 10. I've also got my Mickey and Minnie Pride plushes here. Mickey was always here, but Minnie was just on top of the wardrobe. But I've managed to make some space because I moved the Bridesman and Hindu glasses up here. And then above my bed, I lowered these 2 down, and I think it looks better. Although there's now lots of little holes in the wall. If I climb across the bed, I've got holes, dent, more holes, multiple holes. So I'm wanting to get some white paint and just kind of paint over them to try and cover them up. And that is the plan with that. So let me know if you think it looks better like this, because I'm more happy. More happy? That isn't even a word. I'm happier with this. It has been a hard day today. I was meant to finish at 3:30 and I got out the door about 4:25, so that was not fun. But it was made better by coming home to 2 pieces of magic mail. The first one is an item that I actually won on eBay, and I was so happy to see it. It's the 25th anniversary mug from Disneyland Paris, the one item, or the one piece of merch from the 25th anniversary that I wished I'd bought, because I got the bowl and thought, I have the bowl, I don't need the mug. And then the 25th anniversary was over, and I regretted it. I never took my own advice. When you see something you want, buy it. So here it is. I love it. I also got this for $14.50. You've got all the characters in Steampunk, the sort of Fab 5. And there's Chip and Dale there. And it says 25 years of stars, and that's actually glittery. It says 25th on the inside and also on the bottom. So yeah, as I say, I paid $14.50 for that. It did cost €12.99 to buy in the park, but that was via auction. But there was people selling it for like $29.95 as a buy it now price, which I just would not pay. So I think I got a pretty good deal with that. The next items arrived from a very dear Disney friend of mine, Sally Crystal, and I asked if she would kindly make me some face masks, because she makes them and she sells them. I have paid for these. So the first one is this Winnie the Pooh one. The fabric is adorable. So there's actually a little slot in the top where you can pop some kitchen roll, just fold it in half and it acts as a filter. She asked for measurements as well to make sure that it fits properly, and this just pulls to basically cover where it needs to cover on your face. I also got this cat one because I have a cat, Ollie, so this is very bright. Everyone will see me coming when I'm wearing this. And this blue Winnie the Pooh fabric is Laura's. And I also asked for a bag to pop them in, and Sally's actually given me a second bag as well. So I've got one, oh, they're upside down, like this. And then I've got this little honey pot one, which Laura can use if she wishes. So thank you very much, Sally. If you can hear something fizzing next to me, that is my tea, and I am going to tell you all about it because I'm going to do a step-by-step process. For tea tonight, I am doing chicken, bacon and egg fried rice. There's also some onion and garlic in here, and this is already cooked off, ready for later. In this pan we have rice. I've literally just put it on. So when that's ready, I'll go through the next step. The rice is cooked and I've drained it. In here, I just have some oil, which the rice will go directly into. We're going to fry that for a few minutes, and then it's time for the egg. So I've been frying this for a few minutes now. So the next step is to add the egg. So what I normally do is I'll take all the rice to one side, and I'll just take this egg and pour it in. Let it cook for a little bit, and just stir it around. Get it nice and cooked, almost like scrambled egg. Don't worry about it sticking because it will come off. So you want to sort of cook it away. I just constantly stir it, because if you were to add it straight to the rice, you're just going to get soggy rice. Oh, this is really hot. So cook it, and then when it's cooked enough, stir it into the rice. I'll stir this for about another few minutes, and then I will add this just to heat through again, and that is it. And here is the finished product. I'm actually very happy with how this has turned out, and I'm sure it will taste probably better than it looks. He always stops when he knows that I'm watching him or filming him. It's currently Tuesday. I was going to say Wednesday. It's Tuesday. It's about 5:30. Laura should be home from work really soon. But today, I'm actually wearing my glasses because today I went to Dumfries to get my eyes tested. And it's been 6 years since I got my eyes tested. And these glasses are falling apart because the leg's fallen off twice. The first time, Specsavers had a spare leg that was the same and that matched, and the second time was in lockdown and it got super glued on. And it's been 6 years. So I got my eyes tested and I've actually ended up buying 2 pairs today, both different styles. So it was kind of buy one, get one free, and I'd saved money over from the start of the year. And you know, I hadn't managed to get them tested before lockdown, and that was the plan at the start of the year. So that's finally done, even though it's the end of July. Anyways, movies. So, Fantasia 2000, I said this the other day. It's okay. It's basically just scenes where the music comes first and then the animators listen to the music and then decide what to animate. It was fine. Then I watched Dinosaur. Dinosaur was okay. The animation was a bit strange. It took like about 20 minutes to get into it. The storyline was a little bit weak. Then was The Emperor's New Groove, one of my all-time favourites. I love it. It's so funny. And then I actually watched Atlantis. Better on the second watch, I think. But then, spoiler alert, Kida ended up kind of not really doing anything because she was like stuck in a box. So I feel like sometimes the characters weren't used to full effect. Tonight's tea is something very boring. It's just Kiev and crinkle cut chips. And that's that. But I am going to show you in the kitchen the finished tiles actually, because I stuck the rest of them on, and we have the second voile up at the window. So we now have the second one up, and I think it looks really, really good. It's nice to have that little touch. Laura also got this from Argos for like £4 just to keep them off the countertops. And then you've already seen the tiles on this wall, and now they go round. Nicely spaced out, and I even managed to cut this one and get it to fit, and it fits okay, so I'm happy enough with that. And we're just having garlic Kievs, and I will get the chips in the air fryer. It's my second day off this week, and I've currently just made this, which is for tea. It's only like 12:30, 1 o'clock right now, but I'll just quickly show you. This is barbecue chicken pasta, which will get baked later on once Laura's home. I'm actually putting it in the oven. The oven's off because I know for a fact Ollie will try and eat the cheese off the top if I leave it sitting out. So I'm just going to put it in an oven that's turned off. I'm slowly working my way through the Disney classics. I'm now at Treasure Planet, just over half an hour through it. I'm going to stop for now though, because I'm going to go upstairs and film a video. I'm also excited about the classics too, because I'll have seen all of them then, because there's a few that I hadn't actually seen before. Things like Dinosaur, Fantasia 2000. I've then got a Winnie the Pooh movie coming up from the 2000s as well. And then Ralph Breaks the Internet, I haven't seen that either. And I can't wait to watch Frozen 2 again, because I seen Into the Unknown, the making of Frozen 2, which was so good. I disagree with how Disney makes a movie, but they make it work. Watch it, it's really good. It's 6 episodes long, it was so good. Also, I burnt myself at work and somehow ripped the top of it off, so that's that. But yeah, I'm actually going to film a video. It's going to be my Beauty and the Beast collection mugs, because I've said for well over a year now, at least a year, that I would film this video, and I've just never gotten around to it because the task was too daunting, because I have a lot of Beauty and the Beast stuff. It's the biggest part of my collection. and I thought the best way would be to split it into sections. So the first part will be mugs, and that way I can show everything in more detail rather than whiz through everything really quickly. So I hope that this is okay with, you know, the people that come back to my channel to watch like all videos, or even just stumble upon one video or just watch a couple. I hope that's all right. So I'm gonna go and get ready to film this video, and it will go up. I'm not actually sure when it's going to go up. It'll be up before this part 2 though. And that's it for my day. Probably just finishing Treasure Planet off. This is the face of somebody who has forgotten to finish the monthly vlog and is also very tired. It's currently the 2nd of August today. It's not the end of July. Friday night we had some drinks and we were both feeling rather sorry for ourselves yesterday and very tired. And I did not need to subject you all to seeing me feeling sorry for myself. I did go a walk though, which didn't help, because I think all I did was actually sweat alcohol, and that wasn't fun. Today we were at work. I finished, obviously. Laura's still there right now, done some dishes, but just a couple of points, probably just, no, one point. I said I would show you Laura's bedroom with all her new furniture. Her new furniture's done, but she still has the old desk in it, and she would rather I film it when the desk is not there. So I will wait until it's gone. So you're just going to have to wait for it. And I think that's it. Yeah. As always, guys, if you did enjoy part 2 of July's monthly vlog, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below something great that you did throughout the month of July. Hit the big red subscribe button to check out lots more content on my channel and what is of course still to come. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.